Uh-oh, look at that. You see that? There's Ronnie right there in front of us. Here comes Ronnie. See, that was a situation where I had to stand up and fight. Hey, everybody. There's my dog, Ned. Good boy. We are going to go down to the new mine and continue mining. Here's the new mine. You have to be careful. I have seen monsters in this mine. I brought some stairs with me because it's time to make this a little bit more comfortable. So let's go back down. Let's do something with this. Yeah. Now I have mined two or three levels, so I've started this most recent level, and we're gonna pick up where I left off. Now, one of my viewers pointed out that I should be leaving 3 blocks between each row instead of 2. Their feeling was that even at 3 blocks, if there's any diamonds or gold or iron or coal, I should still see it. And it would be a more efficient way of mining. So I'm going to put my some work clothes on them. Leather, hat, vest, boots, pants. I used to use diamond armor even when I was mining, but another viewer pointed out in a video that maybe I shouldn't do that in case, I fall into some lava. So, I'm really not that good of a Minecraft player, so any kind of hints, any kind of tips, any kind of advice, I'll gladly take it. Just leave it in the comments. Yeah, we've got 6 pieces of iron ore from that little vein. So we'll continue on. Gravel. have to use a shovel on gravel. Ah, there's some coal. And we know what coal makes, right? That's right. Coal makes steel, Homer. If you don't know what that means, that's a line from one of my favorite movies, October Sky. October Sky is a movie. It's a true story of some kids living in I think a West Virginia coal mining town. All the kids that graduate high school go to work for the mine, or if they're lucky, they get out of there with a football scholarship. But yeah, the majority of the boys graduating high school ended up in the mine. But Homer didn't end up in the mine. He became fascinated with space because he was a teenager when the Russians launched the very first satellite called Sputnik. And people, especially in the U.S., stood outside one night looking at the sky because they knew Sputnik would be coming overhead soon. And when he saw it, yeah, that was it. That's all it took, and he became obsessed with things of that nature to the point where he started building his own model rockets in an attempt to win a science fair. Because if he could win that science fair, he would get a scholarship, and that would be his ticket to not end up working in the mines for the rest of his life. But he needed some help, and he found that help through 3 other kids. So yeah, if you've never seen the movie October Sky, I highly recommend it. So whenever you hear me say coal makes steel, Homer, that would be Homer's dad telling him why coal mining is important. And he was right. Coal mining was extremely important. Still is. Yeah, lots of coal. Lots of coal. Get every last block. need to make room. I ran out of room in my inventory. I can't pick up any more coal. Okay, we made it back to the main corridor. And you can tell it's the main corridor because it's 2 blocks wide. I always make my main corridor 2 blocks wide. Back before I started that practice of 2 blocks wide for the main corridor, I used to get lost a lot. Because let's face it, single block wide corridors all look alike. So at 2 blocks wide, you know when you run into it, you automatically know where you are. And it's important to know where you are in life, especially when you're playing Minecraft. It's just like, look at all that gravel. Gravel is good. We can get flint from gravel, and we need flint to make arrows. And lo and behold, there was some iron ore there also. And there's still some. So let's grab it while we can. I think I'll just fill that up a little bit. Sometimes I fill up little cavities that I create in the process of mining. And sometimes I don't fill them up. It just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in at that very moment. Now, I had a thought just a moment ago, and I got sidetracked when I ran into all the gravel. I think I was saying something about life and how important it is to know where you are at any given moment. Not know where you are physically, because, we all know that. But just in the grand scheme of things, to know how things are going in your life and to be realistic about it. It's just like Minecraft. It's good to be realistic about what you're doing. Because when I first started playing this game, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was just kind of making a mess of everything. I had no what's the word? I'm drawing a blank. I had no organization. And when it came to mining, I was just basically creating rat mazes. Because I didn't have a plan. So if you think that I am very organized when it comes to Minecraft, I'm a lot better these days than I used to be. These days when I mine, I do it very methodically. But that wasn't always the case. So because of that, I can be mining along very methodically and come across some of my early mines that are such a spaghetti maze of mine shafts. It's just too easy to get lost. So be methodical. At least try to be methodical in just about everything that you do. Spontaneity is a great thing. But even then, don't be careless. Think things through so that your mind will be organized and be very fruitful, very productive. In this case, as I mentioned, I'm mining, leaving 3 blocks between mine shafts at the suggestion of a viewer. And I'm hoping that's going to be a more efficient way of mining. Because let's face it, these diamond pickaxes are expensive. So if I can harvest the same amount of coal, diamonds, iron ore, gold, using 1/3 less pickaxe, well, that's a win-win situation for sure. Yeah, there's some more coal. I gotta empty my inventory of something to make room for coal. Now, let's continue on. Now, many of you know that this mine is being created in my survival world. I've been playing this game for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years now. And this is the first world that I created, and it's the only world that I've created. This island that I have my castle on is the island that I spawned on the very first time I started the game. It used to be very mountainous, but I leveled it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I spent many nights in a little cubby hole that I clawed into the mud on the side of a mountain. And the only thing that kept the monsters from taking me and disposing of me was a block of dirt that I used to block up the doorway. When you first start playing Minecraft, it's going to sound silly, but, you know, the game takes a lot of flack for being, graphic-wise, not realistic. But that being said, for the new player, Minecraft is, it's scary. Because you really get into trying to stay alive, trying to survive. And you're going to make mistakes. And the mistakes that you make are going to cost you dearly. You're going to fall into some lava with an inventory full of resources that you worked very hard to mine. And you're going to lose them all, even your life. So you learn right away, if you're wise, I should say, that it's not good to take unnecessary chances when there's a lot on the line. And it's that way in real life also. But in Minecraft, you've got to be careful, or you're going to lose it all. So, we don't want to be careless. When you have you're walking around with maybe 50 or 60 blocks of, hey, there's lava. Let me continue that thought here in a minute. Right now I need to focus on how to handle this lava. Yeah, what was I saying? If you're walking around with 50 blocks of iron ore and maybe you've got a couple dozen blocks of gold, why in the world would you see a creeper and go after it? Yeah, I guess if you've been playing a while and your fighting skills are top notch, that's one thing. But if you're a newbie and you're really not that great at fighting, which I've been playing a while and I can fight the monsters better than I used to. I'm still not that good. So when there's a lot on the line, do yourself a favor and avoid trouble. The goal is to get the resources back to your base. The goal isn't to kill a creeper or have him kill you and you lose everything. That's not the goal. But it takes discipline. It takes discipline not to tangle with the monsters when you shouldn't. There's times when you should, and times when you should not. And when you're loaded down with valuable resources, that, my friend, is a time when you should not tangle with the monsters. Now, sometimes you will not have a choice. You may be mining away, and you may have collected many resources. And we are on level 35, in case you're wondering. The gold is down there on a lower layer, a lower level. We'll eventually get down that far. We're making many levels in this mine. We'll mine a level, then we'll go down, mine another level, and then go down even further until we get to bedrock. But what I was saying that sometimes you cannot avoid the monsters because they just show up and they're blocking your way and you have to get around them somehow. So sometimes you have to stand up and you have to fight. Now I decided to collect that gravel because it's good to have gravel. Because as I mentioned, you get flint from gravel. So later on, I'll take this gravel back to my castle, and from it I will extract flint because I need flint for arrows. But the point I was trying to make is sometimes you can't avoid trouble, and you have to rise to the occasion, and you have to fight even when there's a lot on the line. And when you have to do that, you have to be very smart about how you fight. You have to be very smart on how you approach the problem. Because you want to make the right decision so as to lessen the chance of all your hard work going up in flames or disintegrating before your very eyes. So we don't want to fall into life's lava. We want to circumnavigate it. We want to go around it when we can, and if we can't, we want to build a solid walkway across it. Oops, that is stairs. I don't need stairs, I need cobblestone. There we go. See, 1, 2, 3. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, that's the third row. Now, this mining is going pretty good. I've got the right tools, and my clothing, being leather, is not the most expensive of clothing, but it is sufficient for what I'm doing. And I thank the viewer that pointed out to me that wearing diamond armor just to go mining is totally unnecessary. So I'm not going to show off my diamond armor, take a chance of losing it. I'll save it I'll save it for the right time to wear it. Now, some of you may be aware that I also play Minecraft in a Minecraft realm. And there's other players in the realm. And we are building a city. It's a pretty nice city. And the city has public services. It has a fire department and a bank and a subway system and a shopping mall, doctor's offices, hospital, dental office, bowling alley, restaurants galore, sports teams complete with stadiums and arenas and whatnot. There's a casino. There's parks, airfields. I know I'm leaving out a lot of stuff. So if you haven't checked out, hold on, wait a second, 1, 2, 3, okay. So if you haven't checked out any videos that I shot in the realm, you should. Because I try to showcase the work that the other players have put into it. And though I've put a lot of work into the realm myself, others have put in much more than I have. The realm started as an idea. One of the players, whose Minecraft name is Izzy the Tiger, he suggested that I make a realm and invite people to play in it. And that's exactly what we did. Izzy and I scouted a location out in the middle of nowhere and started a city. We laid out a grid, put in some services like streetlights and a trolley system. We came up with some city code so that the future players would have some guidance on how we intend the realm to be, so that it's not some kind of Wild West chaotic mess like most other servers are. Because the goal was to create a place where Minecraft enthusiasts could play Minecraft together in a well-structured, safe manner that protected all of their hard work. So I try to alternate the videos between the realm and my personal survival world, which is what this is. So the last video was the realm. Now we have my survival world. And the video after this will be the realm. And so forth and so on. Hey, that doesn't match up. Somewhere we got too low. For the sake of continuity, let's fix it. Now, Izzy the Tiger has a Minecraft channel that he has started. And if you look on my main page, my main gaming page, you'll see a link to his channel. So he has a nice, relaxing manner of way of presenting his world. So I highly suggest that you check that out, and if you're inclined to subscribe to him. He's the head of the city council in my realm, by the way. And probably makes the majority of the decisions on the realm, actually, but he seems to know pretty much what my goal is with the realm. And we seem to be, our thinking seems to be along the same lines. So I totally trust his leadership on the city council there. And I guess if I'm going to talk about the realm, I might as well tell you how you learn about it is you have to go to my Patreon page. It kind of describes it. So there's a link on my main channel, on my gaming channel page. I keep saying main channel. It's really a mistake. See, it's just a habit. I've got two channels. I have two channels. One is a gaming channel for all of this Minecraft stuff, and in the future I'm going to be playing other games as well. I have not started playing other games yet because I live a pretty busy life, and I just haven't had time. I think we can put one more corridor. Oh, no, actually, that's it. that completes this level. So we're going to get ready for the next level. We're going to kind of stake it out, Before we make all the individual mine shafts, we have to establish a parameter or a perimeter. So I'm just going to run to each corner of the mine. And dig a hole. Run. Yeah, I'm going to get this coal. Coal is important. And do you know why coal is important? That's right. Because coal makes steel, Homer. Let's put my ladder where I can get to it. Select it and extend it. Now I'm going to mine the floor away from me, and that's a terrible idea, I know. After all that talk about not taking chances, I automatically break my own rule. But in my defense, in the real world, I never would have mined the floor under me. Just mining away, pickaxe in hand. This is old school mining. Up until about the 1900s, this is the way all mines were made. Pickaxe, shovel, chisel. It doesn't matter if it was underground mining or if it was, pit mining where you just dig a hole and keep making the hole bigger. I think the largest man-made objects on Earth are probably pit mines. Huge holes in the earth that you can see. You can see from orbit. Okay, there's one of those holes that we made. So we're going to stop here and take a hard left 90 degrees and mine this way until we come across another. Now this is a former mine. This is one of my chaotic mines, one of my mazes. I put a door there because there must have been monsters that were causing me a lot of grief. Yeah, I can see through there. Whoops. Take the torch back. Yeah, through there it's pretty dark. So you know there's monsters back there. But I'm not here to deal with monsters right now. I'm here to lay out the perimeter of the next level of this new mine. So we're just going to keep laying the walkway. I don't really care if it messes up anything with the older section. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me now is being more organized. You know what? Let's just run down here and take a peek. And now let's run back up. Let's just continue on mining. Oh no. I hope this isn't going to be a problem. There's obviously some lava that I have to contend with. It can be very tricky. So we're going to move the cobblestone over to position 1, which is right next to my pickaxe, so that I can do that, so that I can mine a block and then very quickly put another block in its place. And maybe we can just kind of push through here. And hopefully not get burned. Or worse, succumb to lava. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's hot. That burns. Oh my. Am I dying? Am I dying? Oh, oh. I was one heart away from death. I'm kind of trapped. There's lava between us in the mine shaft that we came in on. Okay. Fixed it. Now, something is wrong. I'm not able to get that block off as quick as I need to. I guess there's nothing behind it for the block to go against. We may have to we might just have to have a low ceiling here for a few blocks. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen. That's okay. Yep. Let's test the ceiling. Okay. Let's say that we are in the clear. So through that section, it's just going to have to be a low ceiling, that's all. So let's continue mining until we find the next hole that we created. There it is, right there. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So we're going to take a 90-degree left turn here. And we're not going to worry about gathering. Not going to worry about gathering that coal. Our mission at this moment is to complete this perimeter and then get the resources that we collected back to the castle. That's important to get back to the castle without losing anything. It's very easy to get sidetracked, though. I don't know if it happens much these days, but when I was a kid, my mom would give me a mission to go to the corner store and pick up whatever it was that she needed. And she would give me the money, and I was told not to lollygag, not to lose the money. Hey, there's that. There's the hole. Too wide. That signifies the main corridor. So we're going to build up underneath us just to go up and take a peek. Yep. Okay, we were just verifying. But we were not to lollygag, we were not to lose the money, we were to go to the corner store and get what she needed and to get home without losing it, without losing the change. Well, that's what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to get home, trying to accomplish the mission and to get home. Yes, we just need to get home, and hopefully there won't be anyone stand in our way like a monster. Back when I was a kid, if you've ever seen the movie what's it called? Toy Story? Christmas Story. It's the kid that wanted the BB gun for Christmas. What was the name of that movie? A Christmas Story. Well, anyway, in that movie there was two kids that were bullies. One of them was Butch, and I forget the other one's name. Well, that's the way it was when I was a kid, except the bully on the street was a kid named Ronnie. And whenever you saw Ronnie, you tried to avoid him. Because that kid was mean. Okay, this corridor is a cross corridor from an old mine. So we're just going to go right through it. I never did have a physical confrontation with Ronnie. It was always kind of verbal. And, you know, he was bigger than I was. He was older than I was. Maybe a year or two, maybe. But there were other kids on the block that did have confrontations with Ronnie. I'm really not sure why he never wanted to get physical with me. Okay, that's the perimeter. The perimeter for the new level is complete. So when we come back down here, that's where we're going to start mining. Uh-oh, look at that. You see that? There's Ronnie right there in front of us. Here comes Ronnie. See, that was a situation where I had to stand up and fight. We're going to check out these other mine shafts, just in case there's another Ronnie. But anyway, when I was a kid, one day I lived in town, my family, but we went out into the country to my aunt and uncle's house, which was a very common thing for us to do. But we went there one day. Let's go ahead and close this door behind me. We went there one day, and I went into the backyard to play, and guess who was there? That's right, Ronnie. I don't know why. I don't know what the connection was, but there was a connection for some reason between him and my aunt and uncle. And to this day, I don't know what the connection was. But he must have known, and that's why he never, wanted a physical fight. Because obviously he knew who I was, but I did not know who he was. And I still don't. So we're just kind of putting things away. Oh, yeah, that's right. Flint, string. Now we're going to put this iron ore into some furnaces. I have 64 blocks. I think I'm going to put 16 in each of 4 furnaces. Smelt that. So yeah, that was a long time ago, my confrontations with Ronnie. I have no idea if he's still alive. I know my aunt and uncle have, they've moved on to that next life some time ago. Get rid of that bone. And let's go up here for a minute. Ned's a good dog. Yeah, we used hardly any torches mining that level. And as you can see, it's dark. I better close this door. I don't want Ned to get out. Let's make him sit. Now we'll go out. There's Ronnie's brother. Oh, skeleton sees me. Uh-oh. Zombies going after the skeleton. But at least the skeleton is not coming after me. Yeah. He missed. I didn't. I'm going to run out here and get the XP, the bones. That's not my arrow, so I cannot pick it up. And while the iron ore is smelting, we'll just kind of run down here. Check out the perimeter of the castle. Hey, one zombie sees me. I'm going to try something different. I think I'm going to run over and get on this platform and raise myself up. That worked pretty good. I'll change the view. I want to see myself standing up here. And there I am. Henry McDougal Handle. Boy, that platform is higher than I imagined it would be. The poor zombie wants to rip me to shreds, but he can't. And I see the sun rise behind me. So maybe it's time I put the zombie out of his misery. Now that he's gone, I think I'll look at the Enderman. Here he comes. Where'd he go? There he is. I took a little bit of damage on that one. Okay, he's gone. Or is he? Yeah, I think he's gone. I see a skeleton in the water. We're going to sneak up on him, come at him from behind the building and slay him. Oh, I just took an arrow. think that's the first time I ever fought while I was in the water. Let's go ahead and gather my nice iron ingots. Brand new, straight out of the furnace. And as you can see, I've got a lot of iron. I'm not flexing here. I'm not showing off. It is what it is. I just have a lot. Maybe I can get a suitable image for a thumbnail for my video right here. Brown is not really it's not really a good color for me, I don't think. It's kind of strange looking at myself like this. And I know you think I'm crazy spending all this time. I'm just kind of experimenting here. That's a good shot. Go ahead and take my work clothes off. Yeah, there we go. Wrangler blue jeans. Anyway, we're kind of winding down this video. If you're still awake, you can let me know in the comments that you watched all of this video simply by typing the phrase, "Coal makes steel Homer." Homer. Homer. Coal makes steel Homer. And that way I'll know that you watched it all. And I guess that's about enough of this. We'll come up here to the top of the stairs. So until next time, I do appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that you enjoy this thing that I do, this little Minecraft hobby of mine. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.